So last night I got bored and I decided to go scrolling on Twitter, and I noticed that most overrated MLB player was trending, and I thought to myself, there's no way that I'm going to see the name Bryce Harper on the... Okay, well, apparently in 2022, two-time MVP Bryce Harper is still overrated in the eyes of many, but there's no chance that we see This is going to be a long video. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to the channel. We talk baseball almost every single day here, so if you're into that sort of thing, don't be afraid to stick around and hit that subscribe button. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and react to Twitter and the fans that have an opinion on the most overrated player in all of Major League Baseball. We have about 15 guys, so without further ado, I don't want to waste any of your time. We're going to go ahead and jump into it, and I just want to preface this video by saying, just because I hearted their tweet, it does not mean that I believe that they're overrated. It was just for organization. I wanted to make sure that I had the player with the most replies or the tweet with the most likes on it. So just wanted to go ahead and say that. Cody Bellinger is our first player in today's video because I saw his name a lot. And to me, the biggest reason why I believe fans think he's overrated is because they just don't believe that he's going to be able to rebound. Now, he is a Rookie of the Year. He's an MVP. Not a lot of guys over the course of Major League Baseball history have each of those awards. So considering how high his ceiling is, I don't know if you can say that he's overrated. I just think that he's in a big time slump. I mean, back in 2017, 2018, Jose Ramirez was one of the worst players in baseball, and he bounced back. So that's my expectation for both Cody Bellinger and Christian Yelich. The reason why people think he's overrated, his power has completely vanished. And one name, speaking of power that has vanished, I didn't really see a lot of Gleyber Torres. To me, Gleyber Torres is the most overrated player in all of baseball, but for whatever reason, no one was saying him, so I could not include him in today's video unless it was my own opinion. So between Cody Bellinger and Christian Yelich, let me know in the comment section down below, do you believe any of those two guys are overrated? I fully expect him to have comeback seasons in 2022, but the power vanishing and the poor defense from Christian Yelich, he's kind of been exposed, if you want to say that, over the last two seasons, although he's still taking walks, so he's still a high on-base percentage guy, so shout out to that. Anthony Rendon, I kind of forgot he existed because he missed over 100 games in 2021. The biggest reason why, again, not a lot of people gave reasons as to why they thought these players were overrated, so I'm trying to fill in the gaps. He can't stay healthy, and this goes back to his Washington Nationals days. He has a few full seasons under his belt, but the biggest reason why people think Anthony Rendon is overrated is not because of his skill. It's probably the same reason why Aaron Judge is in the overrated department to a lot of people. They just can't stay healthy. Moving on over to Francisco Lindor, my former favorite player in all of baseball because he was the Guardians shortstop. He's just not worth the money. For what he gave you in 2021, you could have got that out of other players. Trevor Story, he's going to get paid less than Francisco Lindor, and the output offensively is going to be better, and defensively, to me, Lindor is better, but Trevor Story, he is almost neck and neck. So, I mean, Trevor Story's in today's video as well. I can't believe that, but I guess you can make an argument if you're a hater of Coors Field. This one makes no sense to me. I have no reasoning as to why people believe Fernando Tatis Jr. is overrated. The only thing that comes to my little baseball brain is the arm accuracy. His defense was still relatively decent in 2021. I know the advanced stats might have other things to say, which makes me sound stupid for saying he's still pretty good defensively, but a lot of the errors were caused by an arm accuracy issue, which might have been caused by a shoulder injury. So that's my biggest guess. Let me know, do you think that Fernando Tatis Jr. is overrated? Unfortunately, we didn't see any Juan Soto's or Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s or Ronald Acuna Jr., so for whatever reason, Tatis, he gets the majority of the hate out of all of the young guys. Joey, my friend Gallo, I saw a ton of responses with Mr. Gallo, Mr. 702, and this one pains me, and again, low contact, high strikeouts, and the fact that he's on the Yankees, he is going to get a ton, maybe the most hate of anyone in baseball over the next season or two until he becomes a free agent and maybe bounces from New York. But I can see why, because he just doesn't make a lot of contact. His defense is insane. He's actually pretty solid on the base paths as well. So that's Joey Gallo. Salvador Perez, I again was surprised to see him just scattered all over the overrated department, but because of his, a lot of people say he has overrated defense and his low on base percentage skills. He did have a 132 OPS plus over his last 200 games, but because he's almost like the Javier Baez without the defense of catchers. He's going to hit a lot of home runs. He's got the pop, but his plate discipline is lacking, and a lot of people just don't enjoy watching him play because of that. Although I do like 48 home runs. To me, that's a lot of fun, especially considering he's a catcher, but the defense is slipping. He's still good, don't get me wrong, but I saw Salvador Perez all over the place, so I had to put him in today's video. Corey Seeger, I mean, I guess you could say he is the Aaron Judge of shortstops because the talent is there. He can be a top 10 player when healthy, and that's the key argument, when healthy. I have nothing else to say. Why do people hate Corey Seager? Why do they believe he's overrated? I have absolutely no idea other than health concerns. So there we go. To me, the biggest argument that we can make for today's video is our next player, Ozzy Albies, who apparently, in the eyes of many, is not even a top 5 second baseman in Major League Baseball. We have Brandon Lau on the come up. We have Jonathan India winning a Rookie of the Year, Jake Cronenworth, Marcus Semien, I already said Brandon Lau, Jorge Polanco, Ketel Marte, if you want to consider him a second baseman. Sure, there are a lot of amazing second basemen in baseball, but Ozzy Albies is a walking 40 doubles, 25 home runs with pretty solid defense. Now, if he stopped switch hitting, if he just hit righty, I think that he would get even better. So to me, Ozzy Albies, not overrated considering he's making $5 million. He is more than worth it. Stop saying he's overrated. I believe that he is contributing fairly according to his payment. Garrett Cole, I saw his name a lot as well. He just can't get it done in the playoffs. That is the only reasoning. He is kind of the Aaron Rodgers of Major League Baseball, one of the best players in the regular season, but when it comes to the postseason, it's almost like Space Jam. His powers kind of get stolen from him and he can't find his groove. Trevor Story, he sucks on the road, and that is the biggest argument against Trevor Story being a top 5 shortstop in the eyes of many. So there we go. Nolan Arnado, out of the same situation. I'm going to talk about them back to back. He has a dip in slugging percentage, or actually not really slugging percentage, on base percentage over his last 2 seasons ever since he left Coors Field. So Trevor Story, Nolan Arnado, if you put them on any other team where he doesn't play 80-something games at Coors Field, do you believe that they're overrated? Let me know in the comment section down below. I saw their name pop up quite a bit. We have Adam Frazier, who apparently had a lucky first half, and I would have to agree with that. If I was a team trading a ton of prospects or draft picks for a guy that plays like Adam Frazier, I don't believe that would be worth it. So I can kind of agree with this. He had a really good first half and then really tailed off. He was not the best for the Padres, and I believe that he's on the Mariners now. Matt Chapman, his bat is not as good as his defense, which is not really saying much because his defense is so otherworldly. If his bat was on the same level, he would go down as the greatest third baseman in the history of baseball, and it might not even be close because that's how good he is as a defender. He's still a 25 home run guy. His OPS plus was above average last year, so Matt Chapman overrated. That's definitely something that I'm going to have to consider if we make a rankings video for the most overrated as opposed to just talking about them arbitrary. And last but not least, the winner of today's video, easily the most talked about, the most liked overrated player, 0 plate discipline, not top 20 player, Javier Baez, the brand new shortstop for the Detroit Tigers. A lot of people don't like his game because, again, he swings at pitches that are 5 feet away. Probably, in my opinion, the worst plate discipline in the history of baseball. It did improve with the Mets, and I said a couple years ago he wasn't a top 20 player, and I got flamed for it. But when he's healthy and he's actually taking pitches, he is really, really, really good. But going into 2022, after what I saw in the second half of 2021, he might not be overrated anymore. He was that good with the Mets, and I hope that he continues on that trend for the Tigers because I love the Tigers' chances with Baddoo, Torkelson, Riley Green, their young pitchers that are coming up. I hope that the Tigers are special going forward, just like the Mariners. The Mariners and the Tigers are my 2 sleeper teams for 2022. But that does it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one with hopefully a lockout update where baseball's back. If not, the cover athlete for MLB The Show 22 is about to get announced. So baseball hopefully starts trending upwards. I'll catch you guys in a different video. Stay safe.